Dude, you're gonna have to help me fix this. This is I'm relying on you for all this to begin with. So
Ah, well, I don't know. I was trying. I was streaming some games. I was playing like Call of Duty, and I literally nobody watched that. Nobody wants to watch me losing in Call of Duty, but I did that briefly, and I had similar issues. I guess actually, I had some, but nobody was around to tell me whether or not
yeah,
it broke.
tell you whether you weren't online or not. See, and I wonder. I'm beginning to think that it's a setting within OBS. Because do you do it through OBS or do you just?
I was doing it through OBS, but I haven't streamed anything in a minute just because I gave up on life, you know.
Give up on life. Don't give up on life, Steven.
Just started.
So when
started.
when we get back, when comedy does finally get back, and I know we talked a little bit about the tracing, but at some point you have to believe we're back to normal, right?
Yeah, maybe.
You don't think we'll be back to normal? You don't think we'll be back to the way we
I
were
don't know,
before this
man. What's
happened?
normal, man? I don't know. I mean, to some degree, I'm kind of hoping not. I don't know. I'm hoping that because normal, right, is the status quo. I hope that things are better. I hope that because I think that a lot of the things that are making this so bad are underlying problems with society. It's not about COVID, right? It's like, oh, our medical system is fucked up. It's for profit, you know. It's like, oh, like, you know, unemployment and like whatever else is messed up. Obviously, specifically comedy wise, I don't know. It's gonna take a year
You think a
probably.
year?
It's my guess.
Fuck. Have you?
Yeah, and even then, I don't know. Because I mean, what you think people are gonna have to wear masks in the
Yeah.
audience? Somebody made a really good post, and they're like, if you can't see
The
like
face.
audience
Yeah.
members' facial expressions. I mean, granted, if you're in on a good well lit stage, you shouldn't be able to see anything but the lights because that's how they
Mm-hmm.
do that. But the I don't know, and then people can't sit close together; they got to be far apart. And then there's that post where it's like, oh, everybody's got to get their own microphone. I don't know, you can't have microphone covers. First of all, I don't think that's a huge deal as long as people are washing their hands or whatever. When you speak into a mic, maybe your spittle's going onto
But
the mic, but unless you're licking the fucking microphone, it's not broadcasting it back
true.
at you, and everybody's stupid. Yes, if you touch the mic and somebody else has touched
Then
it,
yeah.
whatever, wash your hands, use some
Yeah, I
hand
was gonna say put some hand
sanitizer. But
sanitizer on the stool. You go up there, you fucking do your thing,
yeah,
grab the mic, you get done, hand
you're gonna fuck the
sanitize.
stool. The next guy's gonna fuck the
Yeah.
stool.
See, you could
You got
sterilize.
protection. So, but yeah, the mic is not going to blow anything into your mouth, so
Do
that's
you think
silly.
there's going to be more virtual comedy shows because you're seeing those, and I'm curious what you think about those. Do
Yeah,
you think that there's going to
I
be,
haven't watched it school.
huh?
I haven't fucking.
You haven't watched one?
I haven't watched any of that.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
I'm
god, it
I'm
looks
seeing
terrible.
like Radu is like I'm headlining a show, and I'm like, are you though? No offense to Radu, I love Radu, but that's not a show.
I
You're
have heard.
just like
I've heard that. I've heard they do the ones where you have everybody watching it can laugh and you can hear them laugh, which would be cool. But obviously, that opens you up to somebody joining and then fucking hijacking the
or
stream,
just yeah.
laughing too loud.
Can the other people
But I
hear
just,
the other people's laughter? Because as you know, dude, that crowd thing that's contagious too. That's how you get on a
it's
roll in a
important.
comedy
Very.
club, right?
That's also how you get super dead crowds is that nobody
That's
laughs and then
true.
everybody's like, oh, I'm afraid to be the first person to laugh. So I mean,
That's true. Crowds are
that's
such a
not.
pack mentality, right? It's like I don't want to be the first one to laugh at this fucking dude. I'm gonna wait. If I'll wait till somebody else laughs. Everybody else is like, I'm not laughing first.
It's the worst is when it's like it seems like it's a really tepid, terrible crowd, and then after the show, somebody's like, "Hey, no, man, that was really funny." It's like, okay, why didn't you laugh?
I laugh. I laugh on the inside.
I was laughing. I was laughing. Didn't you? You didn't hear me? It's like well, I don't know. Maybe I was laughing in my head. I don't know.
I smiled. I smiled a lot. I was very smiley. That doesn't fucking help. stand-up comedy at all. Uh, I don't know. I'm worried that virtual shows are going to become a thing. That's a real fear of mine. Is that they're going to be like, hey, let's, you know what? Instead of flying in, let's just put you on the screen or some weird shit like that, man. I hope that one thing I worry about is they're going to spawn a virtual comedy club. And I'm like, God bless.
I mean, no rent, no rent to pay on that
Yeah,
club.
no
So
rent. I mean, you have no overhead really. You have what, fucking an internet connection. You Skype everybody in like, but fuck, man. To me, comedy is all about that face to face. The bomb. I want to bomb in front of people. I don't want to bomb on a webcam. I want to eat shit in front of people and feel bad when I get off stage. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what makes you a better comic.
I gotta do VR comedy. I know not enough people have VR headsets and shit, but that'd be interesting.
Now, do you know who Mark?
You ever done a VR thing?
I have
Because then you could have a whole audience there, and it would seem like a real room, and you could probably even hear them all laughing depending on
If
where
they
they
had
were
some
and
sort of
shit.
mechanism to do it for, okay.
They got like VR chats and
Yeah,
shit.
and then you would hear it.
I mean, look, this is a dystopian nightmare
It is.
that we're
I
all
did,
living through.
I got real good when I first started. All the people that I was around in comedy were very traditional, very rigid, and I was good. I came up like that. I learned that, and I've been very good about not being like that, like opening myself up to new things and new possibilities in comedy, and not being so rigid and old school. And Andy and I are still old school. Andy's an old school comic, and and I still have some of those beliefs, but I try to be more accepting of new shit because if you don't, you just become a dinosaur and go away. That's just what happens. But at the same time, there's some shit I don't want to replace the crowd at a comedy show. I just no. That seems like a must-have.
Yeah, I think realistically, it's gonna be a little bit before you can have a crowd, man.
Are you?
I mean, you can just. It would really suck to also be that show that it's like, oh, 13 people got infected from this fucking show.
Sure, they
or
do the
whatever. And it's
contract
like,
the
then
contract tracing, and yeah, that would fucking suck. But you know what? As long as you followed the rules.
like, oh, how important is your comedy that you killed this fucking lady, huh?
Well, I
She's
mean,
dead,
I killed.
Barry. She's
I
dead.
killed. That'd be.
Yeah.
I killed. It took like 3-5 weeks to figure it out, but I killed eventually. Are you starting to? When do you think you'll start to book people? Because I know you guys have the shows that you can look. If they said 18th is
I
a
don't know.
go,
I'm not the booker.
well,
Okay?
but you're involved in it. When do you think?
I mean, look, you have Skankfest in September,
And that's still
so
on.
hopefully that's gonna happen.
And tell the people if they're big fans of Skankfest. Who I mean, if they don't know who Skankfest is, I mean, what is Skankfest?
It's a huge. I mean, there's like literally every edgy male comic in the U.S. is gonna be on it.
Yeah.
So, but Skankfest, they had God, they
Big
have.
J.
I don't know. There are too many names. Look at Skankfest South or whatever. It was supposed to be March 27th, and obviously got canceled. But it they had it in New York. This is the first time they're going to have it somewhere else.
This was the first time.
And
Interesting.
yeah, unfortunately, obviously got postponed. September is when it's supposed to be. I feel like I've been a realist throughout this whole thing. Obviously, everybody's like, "Whoa, man, you're pessimistic," but I haven't been wrong once. So, originally, I was like, they're like, you think this coronavirus stuff is gonna mess with us? And I was like, this is like 3 weeks before it was supposed to happen, and I was like, yeah,
That's
yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to have it. Don't think you're gonna be able to have it. And they're like, "Whoa, whose side are you on?" I'm like, I'm just doing my research. I don't think it's gonna happen. And of course, it did not happen.
Right.
And September is a ways out, but I think we're really bungling this whole situation.
Yeah,
so.
I think politically it's gotten out of control. I mean, if I'm being honest, and I try not to shit on Donald Trump too much, but you know, I feel like this could have been handled better, and not just by his organization. Let's face it, worldwide, I think everybody pretty much fucked this up at some point along the way.
The thing is, I think though, I think it might. I mean, it's only there are too many states and too many. I see a number of people who are just like, well, it's worse. You know, it's worse. It's worse that the economy is whatever, and it's whatever. There are a lot of people who want to open stuff back up, and unfortunately, it's only going to exacerbate the situation by getting more people infected. But then also, you're going to open up, but at 25% capacity, that's not
Yeah,
profitable, right? However, what you're going to do is then you're going to knock all these people off of unemployment because when your business opens back up and they offer the jobs to the people and then they say no, I don't want to go back, or they come back, they're not going to make as much as they were on unemployment, and then you have a cascade of defaults on debts, and then whatever, just it's no
yeah.
fun. It's not a good
I think that's the
reality
thing
here.
I've heard you mention several times, which I thought was really good, which was, you have to be cognizant of the fact that if I come back to work and I'm using the payroll, what was it called? The payroll, yeah,
Paycheck
paycheck
protection
protection
plan.
plan. I can't pay these guys as much as they're going to get on unemployment, so it doesn't behoove them to come back. And then and if
Yeah.
you're fortunate and you're in the situation where you know a lot of people and you could get stuff done at the club and put people on the payroll to satisfy those requirements, but some people may be looking at this at that loan that they got and going, well, fuck, these people don't want to come back to work because they're going to lose money. And you hear,
Just to put themselves in
yeah,
harm's way
yeah,
too, just to come back and sell ice cream or whatever the fuck they're gonna do. Like, oh, cool. And then again, you're not gonna be busy enough.
that's the
Those
yeah,
businesses are not gonna be busy enough because you know, 70% of the population thinks that states like Texas are opening too quickly. So let's just be generous and say that some of those people reconsider and that you get half of your normal
mm,
business. The margins that most businesses make are not good
yeah.
enough for half of their business to maintain their
Well, I just
business.
recently learned this. I was talking to a guy that owns Hop Scholar up here off of Rayford Road. Tim or Todd, he joined me on one of my live chats, and he was telling me that he's a restaurant, and I didn't realize this, but Grubhub and all those, they nickel and dime them to death. So he was like, if you're
Yeah.
in this moment, the worst thing you could do is use Grubhub or DoorDash to get your food from a local restaurant that you want to support because they're not making any money on that, and that's literally the only place they're making money. And I actually tweeted something out right before we went live where a chef was like, "Man, fuck this," and he took the invoice from, I think it was DoorDash. His sales of food was $1,000. He got like $300 from DoorDash on $1,000 in sales because they were like, well, it's this fees and this fees and this fees and this, and I was like, how the fuck could you survive on that? Because then out of that 300, he sold $1,000 worth of food. He got $300 for it, and now he's got to go cover his costs for it.
You
No,
can't, especially restaurants can't. They exist on slim margins. So
I tell you what, my thing would be, look, if you want to get Taco Bell, if you want to get Jack in the Box, yeah, do DoorDash. But knowing that now, man, don't do that. So go pick up from the mom and pops as they start to open because that's more important.
yeah. Plus, your car probably needs its engine to get turned over once a
Shit.
week. You know, fucking you go do your car's gonna be dead if you're just letting
Oh
it
my
sit
god.
there. I we actually I will say one small complaint. I bought a gift card around Christmas time for what's it called El Tiempo. So I had an
Uh
El
huh.
Tiempo gift card. They have a special to go menu right now. It's only fajitas and then like margaritas or whatever. And I ordered it and I went to pick it up and I was like, yeah, gift card. And they're like, we're not accepting gift cards. I was like, fucking,
What?
I already gave you my money. This should be illegal. What are you fucking talking about?
I'm sorry. Those gift cards? Nope. You just gifted us that
Yeah,
fucking money. They're waiting till they get back to
yeah. And
normal or what?
well, I did
Are they
what?
waiting till everything's back to
They,
normal before they?
yeah. So the idea is that they'll accept them when it's back to normal. I felt bad too though because like I mean, the reason that I'm using the gift cards is because it's like, hey, I don't have a whole lot of money to go spend $60 on El Tiempo
Right.
fajitas, but I have a fucking gift
Right.
card.
And
You know, let's instead of eating the rice and beans that I've been cooking at home, we'll go treat ourselves. And then instead, it's like, and I was like, I'll tip
yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah. So
but instead I didn't. I
you didn't tip
didn't.
well?
I tipped like fucking $5 because I was like, this is fucking $60 of fajitas,
Bro, you
man.
ordered $60
I have a
fajitas
gift
thinking I
card.
got a $50 gift card, $10, a $20 tip. I'm out. And then you're like,
Yeah,
fucking what? Oh, bro,
yeah,
I would be so
exactly.
fucking mad. I would lose my shit when I showed up to that place.
Yeah.
And then, but you can't because then you feel
I
like a
was
dick because they're all like, but we don't have no
well
money.
because it's the staff too. It's the it's not the owner that made the decision that's there that I'd be yelling at.
Right.
And then also everybody's wearing masks, so you can't even see their expression. What are you yelling at? You can't tell if they're fucking smirking at you or if they're fucking scared. And so instead, it's just like, well, hey, this is dumb. You should accept the gift card. You already have my money. This is unfair. It should be illegal. They're probably now. I don't
What?
know, but I bet they're selling gift cards. If they're selling gift
Oh,
cards
let me
right
see.
now, then we should go riot.
Let,
Go see if you can buy their gift cards online. If you can, we should go fucking burn that building down.
what is this?
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
No, that's not a restaurant. What is that? Yeah. Mm,
Yeah. Oh, one of our 15
am I spelling
locations.
this wrong? El Tiempo Cantina. There it is. Navigation. Do they not have a website?
Yeah. They should. Do they
You
fold?
fucked it.
They
I
fold they
don't
folded because
over. Oh, there it goes. El Tiempo Navigation. We'll see if they have gift cards. Let's just see here.
yeah, well, I
Gift
went to the one
cards.
on Westheimer, but
Gift
yeah,
card balance. Gift certificate balance. Mm, well, you could. You know what your balance is. Whatever it's worth, $60, because you didn't get to use it. I don't see where you can buy gift
Or-
cards.
so maybe they stopped selling them. That would at least be the right thing to do if they're
True.
not accepting them. However, obviously so many places were like, "Hey, we're closed. Support us by buying gift
Right.
cards." So like it would be really shit if they're like, "Yeah, support us, but also don't get your
Oh, you know what?
fucking
I stand
things."
corrected. You can't buy gift cards right now. You had to go to
Okay.
Lorenzo's. You had to buy it from Lorenzo's.com to get the because it's
Okay, yeah. That's the thing. The gift card is good for any
yeah. You can
Lorenzo's
absolutely. I'm
restaurant.
right there right now. I'm about to check out for a 50.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna do
don't
that.
fucking buy those because they won't honor them right
See,
now.
I'm learning so much. I'm learning so
That's
much. By the
stupid.
way, I gotta say what's up to Becky Taylor and John Parker. I see you. John said we need to open everything. I miss my swinger parties. That's probably how it got fucking started, you weirdo.
Eating
Yeah.
ass.
Oh, John Parker, definite ass eater. There's definitely an ass eater. What's up to David and Hugo's back. Is this a good time to use gift cards? Do businesses still make money? Was Hugo's question. Well, obviously Hugo, we covered that. Uh, apparently
Money and they
not.
probably don't accept it. So, but obviously, I mean, if you bought a gift card at that time that you bought the gift card, that's when they made the money. They don't want you to use the gift card. Hence why El
Right.
Tiempo did not accept my gift card. They have my money.
Right.
They don't care.
What I want to ask you about the club, but I feel like it's almost like it it wouldn't be like you because I feel like you just don't know, right? Like I'm
I don't
like,
know shit, man. It's
well,
impossible.
like when are you guys gonna start booking again? When are you? And I'm not asking for
So,
me.
so
I'm just
I
saying
mean,
in
yeah.
general.
Andrew's theoretically booking. I don't know. He
For
might be
June,
booking
for
stuff.
July,